StratoStar is an education company with STEM programs that include high-altitude weather balloon launches. Our squadron has been invited to participate in one of these competitions to design experimental packages to be sent to the edge of space. Within these packages, we have included 3 separate experiments. These include an experiment on Hooke's law and rubber bands, the effects of high altitude on flash drives, and the difference in seed germination speeds when exposed to these high altitude conditions.
The first experiment will be regarding Hooke's law. The experiment will investigate whether or not the flight environment of low air pressure, temperature, and increased cosmic radiation will affect the elasticity of a common rubber band. 3 different sizes of rubber bands will be flown and analyzed to see if the results were predicted by Hooke's law. The elongation of an elastic material is directly proportional to the force exerted on it. Spring balances will be used to stretch the rubber bands, and the force in newtons will be graphed versus the elongation in centimeters. The data will be recorded in tabular form and then graphed. The flight bands will then be compared to the control bands to determine if the flight environment affected the elasticity.
This experiment will investigate if the low air pressure, temperature, and cosmic radiation will affect the stored memories on the flash drives we will send up. 2 drives will have identical data. The file sizes will range from a few hundred kilobytes to files in the megabyte range. Before shipping, the capacity of each file will have already been recorded for both the flight drive and the control drive. After the recovery of the drive, a comparison will be made by file to determine if the flight environment affected the memory chips.
The seeds experiment will be testing the effects a hostile environment will have on the seeds, and more specifically, the germination period of seed growth. The experiment's extreme temperature and pressure differences will expose the seeds to conditions that may affect their growth and development.
In addition to our 3 experiments, our group has been tasked with recording and documenting our project as well as designing a mission patch. The team's idea for the patch was to superimpose a high-altitude weather balloon onto our current squadron patch. The new mission patch now represents the frontiers of sea and air, and now the frontier of space.
As of now, the experimental packages have been put together and are being shipped to Indiana, where one package will remain on the ground and the other is launched 100,000 feet into the sky. After the balloon is flown, the experimental package will be retrieved and sent back to us for testing.